Do you have a limiting belief that's just keeping you stuck somewhere in your health, your wealth, or your happiness? Hi, I'm Cate Collins, President of Powerful Journey Consulting. I'd like to talk to you today about that limiting belief that just keeps holding you back, that you just get close to that goal, but somehow you start to sabotage. Can you relate to this at all? You know, many of my clients, including myself, definitely have limiting beliefs that hold us back. I want to talk to you today about what limiting belief you have. I want to share three things with you. I want us to get some awareness of what is this specific limiting belief that holds you back, acceptance that it showed up for a reason, and finally, action, because we all know that success follows action. So let's start off with the first A, the awareness. So what is your limiting belief? What is it that keeps holding you back, that keeps you stuck from moving forward? Perhaps the stuckness might be in health, in wealth, in happiness. What is it that just keeps happening for you? You hit that wall, you know? I know for me, one of the things I was finding in my own personal life was that I would get so successful, and then all of a sudden, I would sabotage myself. It's like we had this ceiling of saying, okay, that's it, that's it, you can't have any more. I don't know about you, but I grew up with parents, loving parents for sure, that would say things like, oh my gosh, don't let her head get too big, we won't get through the door, right? So what about you? What did you hear in relation to your limiting belief? Research tells us that there's three primary limiting beliefs that all of us have. And my hunch is that you've got one specific one right now that's nagging you. One of them is, I'm not good enough. Another is, I'm not worthy enough. And the third is, I'm not smart enough. So which one speaks to you right now? I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy enough, or I'm not smart enough. Do you see how that can get in your way? Is if deep down inside of you, you say you're not good enough, then guess what? You show up at that meeting, you're over-prepared, you're ready to really sell a particular project, but deep down you got that nagging feeling that's saying, I'm not good enough. So what we need to do is ask that voice, what is it you're here to teach me? Because I'm convinced that that voice, when we turn it around, can actually change things. So ask yourself that question, what is it that you're here to teach me? And listen for the answer, for the silence. In that silence is where the answers are. So what I want you to do is I want you to listen for that, write it down. And then the next question I want you to ask yourself is, what is it you want me to specifically do now? What is it you want me to do differently? My hunch is that voice will say, well, what I want you to do instead is go for a walk. I want you to write in your journal about how you're feeling. I want you to call and get some support from a friend or be there for somebody else. But most importantly, I don't want you to kind of get into this place of just, being inactive. Because remember, when your dad was 55, he had a heart attack. And I don't want you to go down that same path. So do you see where I'm going? So the key is that we have to acknowledge and be aware of what it is. Because we can't change what we don't acknowledge, remember? So we need to know what the limiting belief is. If you don't trust people or you don't trust yourself, my hunch is it will water down to being, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy enough, or I'm not smart enough. The second A is acceptance. So what does that mean? Well, we need to accept we've been operating this way for a long time. Even though it may not be serving us well, we need to be patient with ourselves. Rome wasn't built in a day, we know that. The third A is action. So what I want you to do is now you've got some nuggets. You've got something to work with. You know what your limiting belief is. You know now, of course, what the underlying message is of what you need to do different. Now you must take action. So for the next 21 days, I invite you every single day to do one small thing towards your goal. So whatever that goal is, we know that, as I was saying earlier, success follows action. So that's all I want you to do, is each day. So if it's you come home, rather than jump in front of the television, instead take that walk. Go to the gym. Grab your gym bag and go to the gym. Go take your dog for a walk. Take your neighbor's dog for a walk. Just be sure and tell them, of course, that you're taking their dog for a walk. But the point is this, that get out of your head and get into action. That's when the results happen, because you're so worth it. Remember that. So again, it's Cate Collins from Powerful Journey Consulting, transforming powerful leaders from the inside out.